country?
Yes, the situation is very critical, because the bureaucracy is the government of the whole planet.
But I heard that you're doing vaccination already in Russia.
Yes, I could just the vaccination and approximately more than 1 million people have just vaccinated. So we are proceeding towards this long process. And also we happy to provide the Filipino people with this vaccine, because the efficacy of our vaccine is very, very big, 91.7%.
Wow.
And there is a publication in the Lancet, it's a very famous medical magazine, that shows that this 91.7% practically achieved. So all the documents we have submitted to the FDA is under the consideration of this governmental body, and we are waiting for the positive result. Because many secretaries of your government, and all of them said that will be very, very positive attitude to the vaccine from the Russian.
That's good news.
Maybe also your city of Manila, I know that you asked some kind of
agreement with them.
Yes.
The tripartite agreement.
Tripartite agreement.
The first one is with AstraZeneca. It's,
you have just ordered, pre-booked.
Book, yeah.
Yes.
This is an advanced marketing commitment. And I hope we can do the same with Sputnik 5, because an hour ago we just launched opened the storage facility. We bought 12 refrigeration system for any possible vaccine that will come to the country and the city.
Especially for Pfizer one.
Especially for Pfizer. We have positive 2, positive 8, negative 10, negative 25, negative 30, and negative 86. For Pfizer, for Moderna, for AstraZeneca, Sinovac, Sputnik, Johnson & Johnson. Any vaccine that can be accessed by our country and our city can be stored properly already, because we just opened the storage facility, and now I think the national government will initial doses coming from Pfizer next week. They announced it already.
Yes, so the announcement, I read the newspapers, but there is no fixed date as far as I understand. As far as temperature region, I can say that our vaccine is more progressive in this field, because we need only +2, +8 degrees. So it could be rather easy to provide and to administrate them. But in any way, I know that you also, as far as I understand, acquainted with Miss Olympia Au. Did you hear this name?
Olivia Limpeau.
No, Olympia is her chairman of the archipelago.
Philippine Archipelago International Trading Corporation.
It's the one getting
This is a representative of the Russian Russian investment fund, which is dealing with the procurement of this vaccine. And so it could be also, as Mike also we can.
I hope we can get the contact number of Ms. Au, So we can engage because under our system, existing law, we can engage and enter into agreement as
Yes,
long
I
as
understand.
the national government
Yes,
be part of
It's
it.
so-called tripartite agreement.
Yeah,
Yes, I
tripartite.
understand. Thank
Yeah.
you, because also I met Mr. Magalong from Baguio. It's also very interesting to have, I don't know how many, but anyway, a rather big quantity of our vaccine. Because we're not telling about the bread, we are telling about the health of the people. It is very, very important.
It's very
And
important.
talking about this issue, I'd like to pass to the argument of our cooperation between your city and the capital of the Russian Federation, Moscow. To following also this argument, this issue regarding the COVID, Moscow, the government of Moscow now is organizing, unfortunately speaking about the online format, but in online format they are organizing an international conference of the mayor of big cities.
Okay.
The whole world is involved. So it will be the 17th of March, and your Mr. Mayor is also invited to take part in this conference. I will provide you a formal invitation, and I think that it will be very useful to send your representative, maybe you will can.
What's the medical protocol going to Moscow?
No, it's for the medical protocol going to Moscow, it's rather difficult because now we are also like the Philippines, the requirements, the medical and sanitary requirements are very, very strict. But we are talking about the online conference. But in any way, it could be also considered your intention to go to Moscow, maybe invite the representative, the same mayor, or a good friend of mine is the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the city of Moscow, Mr. Cheremin. Usually engaged in this cooperation in international field. And you can also sign, if I understand, you can just analyze, examine the proposal to sign this kind of program of cooperation between my capital of my country and the Manila.
I will be honored, Your Excellency.
But I've just thought that your legal office examined this document and gave
Nasa na ngayon yung
positive consideration for this. Yes?
Okay. I-update mo ako kung nasaan na yung letter. Yung sister city yan.
Yes, we can speak also the further state about the citizenship. It will be a very, very interesting project.
So the March 17 event is online.
17th of March, it will be online, yes.
That
And
will
we will
be-
provide you a formal invitation of
Yes.
this
Thank you.
event. But the signing of this program of cooperation will be very important. Also regarding that this year we are celebrating the 45th anniversary of the establishment of our diplomatic relations between two countries. It will be very good, very important gift from two capitals
Yeah. Yeah.
to sign this kind of program. Это как состояние, да, журналист? Как ты говоришь?
So ano yung suggestion ni City Legal?
Moscow,
The mayor of Moscow will sign it. Okay. Okay.
You may maybe have some consideration regarding the text of this document, but in any way it could be also discussed.
This is good for us. Tourism,
Then first, very,
arts,
very
culture, investment.
culture, investment, science, smart
Yes.
city. I know
Yes.
that's a very smart city.
Ang kailangan lang, the only thing that is needed, Your Excellency, is the signature of your mayor. Mayor of Moscow and Mayor of Manila will sign this agreement. So, send us the official, may official na ba sila?
The last time we had a sister city with Moscow is 1997.
I-renew natin.
And then we're going to
Revive natin.
Yes, sir.
Sige.
When it was
1997.
97.
That's just 23 years ago.
Yes.
30 лет назад?
Ну да, много чего тогда подписывали.
Okay, I'll be happy to sign it. We exchange things. And we always welcome things that we can learn and duplicate. That's what we're trying to do nowadays. We're trying to emulate Singapore concept of governance, making open green space, creating more housing, but adapting to new ideas instead of throwing them away as far as the mountain of Timbuktu. You just put them inside the city and create vertically. And we've been doing that. We're building 3 buildings already. Condominium 1, Condominium 2, and then Condominium 1. And we created also horizontal, up and down housing. These are for ISF, or informal settlers. And those families who've been renting all their life can have a unit. It's a 2-bedroom condominium. So the concept did by Mr. Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew. So an open green space also is a concept copied in Singapore. And there are things that we're trying to copy. And if we can learn from success of Russia, specifically Moscow, why not?
Moscow.
It's a big help
Yes, yes.
for our
Moscow
city.
has a very, very good experience and many better to
Especially,
promote the cooperation, and I think that it will be useful for the both sides.
Timing, Moscow has best ballerina and theater shows. In a few weeks from now, a month or 2, we are going to open the lost jewel of Manila, which is Metropolitan Theater. It's being refurbished and renovated, and it's going to be made available to the general public in a few months. And we can create.
It's the end of the year.
It's a theater. It's a theater. It's a famous theater built in the early 1900s. Yes. It was destroyed during the war. It was rebuilt and neglected. So the national government and local government are working hand in hand to bring it back to its former glory. That's what you call Metropolitan Theater. So we can have, send our Manileños in Russia to learn theater, because you have good theaters and shows,
Yes, yes, sure.
Especially yung, ang tawag sa show na, ballerina. May tawag yan or kaya orchestra, all other things. They're very good in arts, music, especially theater. Maybe we can learn from anything.
Yes, this was a cultural field, so I can say that Moscow can share with you many plans but due to the pandemic, I understand that this was difficult, but we hope that at the end of the year we can open our theaters, open our museums, open to our citizens many initiatives. In this regard, I don't know whether you are a chess player.
Oh,
Yes?
my son,
Yes.
my two sons, plays chess.
Yes.
My youngest and my eldest, they play together.
But the Philippines is well known country because of the 1978 championship in Baguio. Do you remember it?
Eugene.
Huh?
Eugene Torres.
Eugene Torres.
Eugene Torres is, I get acquainted with.
We built a chessboard in the newly built park here. So people bring their piece,
Mhm.
and there is a cement there, table. They do the chess here in the Cartilia.
Beautiful idea. But my idea is to invite the champion,
Talents.
Mr. Karpov. He
Karpov.
won, Karpov, yes.
Yeah.
He won the championship.
Kasparov and Karpov.
Kasparov, no, Karpov was the winner of the championship in 1978 in Baguio.
Okay.
So my idea to invite Mr. Karpov and the mayor of Baguio accepted this idea and was very enthusiastic. And maybe after Baguio, Karpov may come here and play chess with your sons.
Sure.
And with the citizens
And
of
we
Baguio.
can find somebody here, a very young individual who can have an experience playing with Karpov.
And one of the ideas to organize some kind of international chess school named after Karpov, also in Manila. It could be done in virtual format or in its physical format, but it's one of the ideas that I discussed with Mr. Karpov recently.
Council to create water polo.
Water polo?
Yeah, because I have swimming pools. We rebuilt all our swimming pools
Mhm.
and put it in a pristine condition. And I told them, start training kids.
But now swimming pools are closed.
And we can create more on top of the swimming class or swimming competition. We can have a water polo competition because it's a world competition also. Water polo. So chess is another one. It's a good because it doesn't need requires height. So mine and some like in water polo some physical tawag dyan, lakas ng katawan.
But I'm wondering, you have the ocean, seaside is very close to Manila, but I didn't see any
Water
resort.
sports.
Yes.
Water sports. Yeah. Because
Pollution.
modesty aside, Your Excellency, our president and this administration of the local government
Mhm.
started cleaning up Manila Bay. So it's a long process. It's really a long process, but we're there. We're towards that journey. In fact, 2 days ago, yesterday,
Mhm.
we put a machine,
Mhm.
water quality machine.
Uh-huh.
The same thing what we put in Loton, air quality machine, donated by DNR. To continue to monitor the microbes or fecal form in the bay, so that it can be suitable later on for public
But
swimming.
when it will be done?
Yes, when is the question.
The question is the time.
But if there's one thing that we can guarantee, it's being addressed,
Mhm.
not neglected. Before, some people will just throw garbage there or pick it up or picture taping and all other things. Now, national government through the directive of President Duterte, through DNR, and the local government works hand in hand to really police the community,
Very important.
yes, and take care or introduce any other
Yeah.
way or cleaning up the wastewater or the water in Manila.
No, I also noticed that you are reorganized the same Rojas Boulevard seaside, and I know that it's very expensive. But anyway, it will be.
Look at Morocco. Look at Nice.
Yes. But
They are all,
many years
synthetic.
in general. So I can share you my opinion that it's the same city in the Nice, but also in Marseille.
Mm.
There are many resorts, many beaches available to the people, to the common people. It will be very important to have this satisfaction of your citizens.
Your best.
I know that it's very, very hard work, but my wish is you will succeed in this very important operation.
We're really trying to do our job and accept it. And attentions are being given because it was neglected
Yes, I
for so many decades. How I wish you can Google it, Your Excellency. I hope you don't mind. But a few years ago, you may not see the water, the liquid, or the water. You see garbage.
only garbage. Yes.
But nowadays, minuscule amount.
No,
Which is good to see.
congratulations, really, you have achieved very good results, but you should proceed.
Well,
This is way.
if you're going to ask me, with regard only to the local government unit, I'm a persistent guy.
You're so young, you're so young. You have the
I don't rest, I don't sleep. I keep on going, trying to manage every sector of programs.
Somebody told me that you have another position maybe in a few years, yes?
So, Your Excellency, I would like to give you something. This is a small token. This is the key to the city. It speaks of that anytime you wish to come to the city, you can open the doors. This is our
Thank you
key.
so much. For me, it's very important, gifts because thank you. I'm very excited.
No, we're honored, Your Excellency. Your presence is an honor to us. And another one, this is a token, personal token. You know, this is a prisma. So every time you leave, you'll remember Manila. This is the old Manila.
Old one.
Yeah. Plaza Cervantes, you know, and during the old times, during the Spanish time.
But Intramuros, is it Intramuros?
Yes. There is
Belongs to Manila City, yes?
It's within the city,
In the-
but under the jurisdiction of another attached agency of DOT, which is Intramuros Administration.
They have some
But we work.
separate administration.
Yeah, but we work hand in hand nowadays. They are very cooperative. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're always welcome, Your Excellency. We're very grateful that you come, and I know you're a very busy man. And rest assured, when we receive the letter, Marcel.
Beautiful. So my gift is more practical. Because I know that we are, it's a year.
Let me guess. Let me guess. Stolid snack. Vodka.
Vodka is the same, but we have a lot of
Thanks, grants.
but because of the celebration of the Chinese New Year, I think that it will be better to have some fish on the table. Yes,
Yes, it's a
it's
Chinese.
considered some kind of prosperity.
How I wish I met you 20 years ago. I will drink your
So,
vodka one day.
the vodka and the fish.
Oh. It's a fish.
It's the fish and the vodka.
Beluga.
Beluga.
Oh, thank you.
And another thing,
Parang Manila. Agay na.
rather difficult, but
Fish, vodka. Correct?
because I consider that our proposal to create cooperation between Manila and Moscow is rather practical. With the Sweden and with some sweets from Moscow.
But then I don't eat sweets because I'm already sweet. Joke. No, I like chocolate. Thank you, Your Excellency. My wife will be happy.
Okay.
I'll share it.
You will have this vodka.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Ano yan, hatid natin si Umpang. Thank you.
Because I consider each region, the city operations, one of the best cities to promote our co-cooperation between the states.
As I told you, I've learned a lot of things from abroad. I've read a lot of good reference.
If you will buy some quantities of food, it will be massive.
Johnson Johnson Sputnik kasi Pfizer. I don't want to buy variants of it, simply because I need a policy. The vaccination plan is voluntary, and you can choose whichever vaccine that you are comfortable. At the moment, that's why I bought a lot of. Because some people have reference, especially Manila, which is the demographics of Manila is very diverse. We have Chinese, we have foreigners also.
The Chinatown University.
Yeah. Across the river. I just came from there 30 minutes ago, trying to put orders in the area and create more parking space so that one way of putting things in order
Okay.
and discipline in the area.
But anyway, you have bench, there is a celebration of the
Yeah,
Chinese New
but
Year.
I ban activities, but not the New Year. We can continue to celebrate the New Year in the respective home, but not in public. No events. Because it attracts a lot of people. Historically, I grew up and born here in the city, so I know how it's
You are
going.
from Manila.
Yes, in this in Tondo, the northern part of the city.
But you are very young politicians.
I started 23.
23.
Now I'm 46. But I cannot blame you. I'm already 46.
I can disclose only one thing about the years. Because you also a sculptor.
Yes.
Because I'm also a sculptor.
Oh, you're October, November?
No, I know.
November.
But anyway, I know that the sculptors should become very good friends. So my idea.
We're both dangerous. Thank you, Your Excellency. Oh, simple that. Hatid natin.
Yes, sir.
Natutulungan naman sila ng
Yes, sir.
I'll bring it down.
this is perfectly.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's